Lifted is an innovative, trauma-informed creative arts enterprise. We provide mental health education, programs, consulting for organizations that are looking to better find a way to engage and support community around mental health. The purpose of the research project was to better understand the experience of grassroots initiative leaders, what changes need to happen so that funders could be better able to support those initiatives or group leaders. I felt like if I was experiencing some of those things, and then also some of the organizations or groups that I was in partnership with were experiencing similar challenges, I wanted a way to be able to document that because I felt there wasn't enough data or research. That's why I decided to collaborate with Flip and work towards getting this research done. I really wanted to make sure that the data was reflective of the city of Toronto. I was really not just looking at communities, but also as in the organizations and their growth. There's so many amazing organizations that are very well known, and then there's those that aren't as recognized as they should be, but have been doing some really amazing, influential work within community. We gave 3 options. One was online survey, which obviously was anonymous, a focus group, and one-on-one interviews. It gave people the option of, hey, how do I want to engage? Not just my time, but also my comfort level in terms of what I want to share. A lot of the groups, some of them knew each other, so there was that automatic, trusting, meaningful relationship that was already developed, which made the information provided more vulnerable, more honest. And then for some folks that didn't really know much of each other, they heard about each other, or they knew the researcher. A lot of folks during the research shared that because of their love and investment in community, the work that they were doing was impactful, but at the same time, it was harmful for themselves and also for community, knowing that their concerns or their needs weren't being looked at in a way where it was important to invest in. A lot of folks are navigating their own projects and then just life in general, right? Everybody has things that are going on in their personal lives, whether they're caregivers, whether they're working another job outside of their project. So it was really figuring out what was the best time to connect with people, and then also giving people honorariums for their time. There could have been more folks that were engaged in the survey or engaged in the focus group. It was just life. Because we wear so many hats and we are limited in the resources, it makes it really difficult for people to always engage in things that they want to, because they have to look at the priority of where their needs are and what they have to meet. I had a passing in my family, and that kind of put a little pause, but it was nice to feel from folks, hey, you know what, I got you, I'm here, what do you need? Let's work around that. Not a lot of folks have that when they're working on timelines with grants. A lot of folks don't feel like they can put a pause and care for themselves. They feel like there's this need to meet a deadline, there's this need to support their team. I wish that we had more operational funding. I feel like when you look at the foundation of the work that you're doing, it's hard to give and commit to supporting your ideas, your projects, when you know you yourself are not being supported. Even the mentors, especially if you're on a shared platform, there's so many other people they have to support too. I feel like people are running on empty because they don't know what they need. I think there's a need for a network, people that are doing the work to support each other, to learn from, share resources, and really figure out what does collaboration actually look like, and how do we begin to address even just colonialism and just so many things that are embedded within the system. I would like to see accountability. How do we listen to the voices of people that are working in the field, that are in the community in general? And then how do we look at just the whole process and really see where changes could happen and how that can make a meaningful impact for those people leading the work, but also for those communities that benefit from the work? How do we take things that are working, but also take things that we could shift that maybe in our fields we don't even think about? I just feel like there's so much learning, that exchange of knowledge is just missing just because we're all siloed. I would like to shift it and sit at a table with folks that are across different sectors or working with different communities and be how do we work together to shift things?